The following announcement is paid for by the Wrestling with Nerds.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Hey there, the name's Nukem, Duke Nukem, and you're watching the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. For some unknown reason, enjoy.
This honky tonk man, greatest intercontinental champion of all time, and you're watching Wrestling with Nerds podcast. Yes, that's my favorite. Shake, rattle, and roll.
What's going on, wrestling nerds, and welcome back to the Wrestling with Nerds podcast. We are throwing up this episode because there's a lot of wrestling that's recently happened and a lot of wrestling that's about to happen within the next week. What's up, boys?
What's up, brother?
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Eat?
We apologize for all the miscombobulations that is going on. We all have a whole bunch of different shit going on at the same time, and it is really, really hard to get us all on the same schedule.
I have a baby.
Mike is currently racing his sim race.
He's currently P4.
TJ is not bowling tonight, so he could join us. So that's quite nice. AJ has a baby, and the baby controls both of his mother and his father because they don't have the way to make it happen yet. And I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Sleep. Apparently that's not how you do it.
Oh, I mean, depends on what you do behind closed doors there, my dog. Remember to put the pillow between the fist and the object so it doesn't create bruising.
Jesus Christ.
You tell that baby 4 letters, 1 word, yay!
But, I mean, we're back to the wrestling podcast, but me and AJ, we've been doing podcasts with each other the last couple of weeks. We've been on the Nerds one together.
Hasn't it been fun?
Yeah, it's been fun. It's finally glad to get TJ actually on the episodes for a change and not bowling and watching from the sidelines because we can't get schedules right, but shall be fun.
Well, let's hope so. I had Ryan create the set list on how we are attacking today's episode. So with that, where are we starting, Master Guru?
What do we want to... Oh, wait, no, that's that other guy's shtick.
Yeah, I think that's copyrighted now for a podcast. I don't think we can say it. So it's, what do you kind of want to sort of talk about?
Go medieval. What's I want to talk
go back
about?
To, well, we didn't have TJ on, but WrestlePalooza was, what, 3 weeks ago? I feel 20th, like it's been that long since we did a podcast.
2.5 weeks ago?
Yeah. A Brock Lesnar, a wipe at the floor with John Cena, like always. I didn't think we needed to have a different story in that one. It worked out pretty good. TJ, I think, did not care for that.
I mean, it was basically a rehash of a match they had a decade ago. Like, did we really need to?
Well, yeah, it's what John Cena wants. He wanted to face Brock Lesnar one more time, and he got his ass kicked one more time.
Have you seen all the rumors that going into the day John was supposed to win?
Have you heard the stories of they're going to say that there's a false narrative that the roles were going to be reversed for all the matches after they already happened?
Just saying, it wasn't just one source, it was lots of sources.
And they're all getting it from the same person.
But they also said that Cody was supposed to lose to Drew, and why would Cody only have a 1-2 month title reign? with one defense. It wasn't going to happen.
I mean, yeah.
Bet you that was the same guy too, TJ.
I don't know. I didn't look at the. I didn't go that deep into it. I just saw the headline reports and was like, oh, okay, maybe.
Yeah,
I didn't check. Did we get the results from the pick'em for that?
Remember that thing I said more? So we've all been really, really busy and chaotic. Yeah,
That's one of the things that has fell by the wayside. Because I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure the only match I got wrong. I
I was perfect. I know that much.
was the one before that. And it's about got into a point of, for anybody that's been playing along at home or following along, it's pretty much at this point, if you don't go perfect, you're done, because somebody is almost every show, which is kind of crazy.
Sounds like we're gonna have to change the rules again.
Or booking needs to not be so predictable.
But just because it's predictable doesn't mean it's bad.
No. And I mean, there's no real investment stories going on right now. And I think that's what a lot of people were waiting for, is there to be a story to kind of sink their teeth into. And there's really not one going on right now, in my opinion. I can't think of one off the top of my head.
I think
WrestlePalooza was a good card for being their first ESPN show, but I think a lot of people were overhyped for it, thinking that something spectacular was going to occur during at some point of that show, and it's just, I didn't think it was going to happen, and it didn't, and there was a lot of people like, really? That's how we're going to end the show? And yeah, that's how we're going to end the show. I thought Becky and Seth and Punk and AJ Lee were a very good match.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
I think the problem was they went long in their match. Their match went over 30 minutes, and that's why it's
29-18. But yes.
Well,
how about that ring entrance, by the way?
Wow.
Talk about AJ's.
No, you know, the Advocate, Wise Man, Oracle, Orca. You look like one. Doing Brock Lesnar.
The next member of the Vision.
How about that? But it's kind of created this rift.
We'll touch on that in the next couple segments.
I just was kind of fueling it.
But like, I thought their match was fantastic. We haven't seen AJ or Punk since then.
I very much enjoyed after the match when Punk picks her up and puts her on the top rope, and he's just
stares at her ass. Yeah, like, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to do that, but that's what I was doing. I'm probably the only one that's gonna say it this way, is I was not an AJ Lee fan when her first run. It's just the smaller women beating everybody makes no sense to me in wrestling in general.
I mean, you say that even with the men too.
Yeah, but it's really not believable when it's the little women.
Okay.
No offense, but you know what I mean? I mean, Alexa kind of gets that exception to the rule, in my opinion.
I think that's just because they built her as a bruiser.
But like, I actually really enjoyed watching AJ Lee in this match. I still can't stand Becky. Becky is still horrible.
It should be noted, AJ is a wrestler from a different era that didn't really get to make the shift like everybody else kind of did. She just went away when the shift happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I think that Ryan goes into what you're talking about being the smaller woman.
She is from a somewhat different era, but she is literally what this women's division was in that era, if that makes sense. Like, if you take this women's wrestling and put it where she was that. That's why she was so different. I just didn't really care for the character.
The women now, I think, are a lot more physical than they were then. I mean, look at the size and talent and, you know, some of those superstars we have on that side and what they do. And I mean, in some cases, I think they outperform some of the men now.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't have a lot of Charlottes, Raquels, and Rheas, and all these just bigger, muscular Jade Cargill women. It was smaller women.
Yeah. Also out of WrestlePalooza, Stephanie Valkyrie wins the Women's World Championship in a barn burner. A very solid match, a very good match. Not as good as the Raw match, though, in my opinion.
The build up to that match feel like it was really bad, but the payoff was really good.
Well, I mean, there was really no build to the match because how do you build it?
Well, that's
they're
what I mean.
two-
Like it felt
they're
fumbled right out of the gate.
well, I mean, it's not so much fumbled. It's what do you do with two people that aren't in a story together, but they're the two that are competing for the world title? You just kind of let it go until we get to the match, and then let the match happen. This would be one of those if they're not moving from Io and Rhea to the Kabuki Warriors, which they are. If this was the timing was right, this would have been one of those where you make the match makes the feud, if it makes sense. Instead of the feud building to the match makes the feud, as in they both go in faces, they both have great matches, and then you would get like the EO slap in the face of Stephanie at the end of the match instead of a hug. You know what I mean?
Ryan, what mic are you on? Okay, put it a little closer if you can. You're just quiet.
Oh, well. Is that better?
Yes.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order, please?
No, you. I actually heard you. You have to be.
Yeah. No, you do that right at the end when you give the total. But like this match didn't have that build feud, but it could have had a feud out of it if they wasn't going with Io and Rhea versus the Kabuki Warriors that we're gonna see at Perth. I believe
Probably.
is the plan.
I thought Crown Jewel was supposed to be a Saudi thing.
No.
They said no.
No.
I thought that was why they had the whole like ring and special bell and
it's all foreign country pay-per-view. They never do Crown Jewel in the States. Crown Jewel is always in a foreign country, whether it be Saudi Arabia or Australia or whatnot.
I just because remember they had the whole thing with the special like belt with all the diamonds. It was in the WWE experience. Then you get the pose with it and the ring and
yeah. Well, I think that whatever that plan was changed when they wanted the King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view as well.
And WrestleMania.
Well,
yeah, that's kind of wild too that they're getting a Mania.
Yeah. So Stephanie wins the world title, sets up Tiffany versus Stephanie at Crown Jewel. Tiffany's got to defend the WWE Women's title in a triple threat match on SmackDown against Nia and Jade. That was a blunder and a half, and it was not Nia Jax's fault for the blunder and a half.
A hell of a gash.
Oh my god.
Yeah, a lot of people were criticizing Nia for that, and in my opinion, it's get your hands up. If you can't get your hands up, that's on you. You get your head busted open.
Because it looks like the guy on your shirt there is the one that kind of cut her.
Is your headset dying?
Yes, I'm getting my cord out.
Sounds like it should have been charged beforehand.
What are you mumbling?
Well, I didn't say anything.
Huh?
I was just waiting to talk about No Mercy. And how
plugged in.
Awesome of a card that was.
I don't know why it's dying so quick. It must be time for a new headset. Yeah, Nia got a lot of heat over that, and I don't blame Nia for that. Nia got a lot of heat for the kick out or the not kick out either. Referee in that situation has to count 1, 2, 3, no matter what. She can't stop her count. She has to count 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
That was
They've
the
had that
poll.
happen before, right?
Yeah, and it was Jericho and Pac, and it literally was Jericho grabs, I think it was Charles Robinson was the ref then,
It
and grabs
pushes
it, goes,
them, or
he's hurt, you freaking idiot. And then they get a DQ. So yeah, we get NXT, or we have the matches. I think the 2 Crown Jewel matches are set. We have Cody versus Seth, and we have Tiffany versus Stephanie.
And the short build for that Cody Seth match, I've really enjoyed.
I think Seth's best promo.
I made that statement Monday night with Seth and Cody.
At least in a long time.
Seth Rollins' best promo ever. When the look on Seth's face in that promo of I have to beat you, Cody. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was Seth's best promo. And I honestly think that with no championships on the line except for the Crown Jewel one, I think Seth's got a good shot at beating Cody.
I think Seth does beat Cody.
So,
pick 'em spoilers.
Looking forward to that one again. There is some dissension among the division. If we didn't notice on Friday night, Rollins interferes in the tag match, hits the stomp on Orton. They get the win. The Vision gets the win. Seth decides to try to get back in the ring to take another pot shot at Cody, who was looking after Randy, and it backfired.
Much against the Walruses. Please don't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if Seth wins, and this is the next sound you hear. I just gotta find it. Come on, where are you?
I'm gonna drop the ball on that one.
Going after
Cody.
I
wouldn't be shocked because I'm starting to get the feeling that the Rollins Heyman partnership is about over. I think Rollins is not listening to Heyman. He's clearly not listening to him on television like the other two do. Roman listened to Heyman. Punk listened to Heyman. The only right thing to do is
Braun.
Could you?
Bronson
I was going to say the same thing. Could you imagine if they just kick Seth out of the Vision and it's
the Triple
Brock,
Bs,
Braun, and Braun,
the Killer Bees?
Bronson? And the cool part about that is you could build that group for the time being, where like Braun Breaker gets pissed off at Brock not being there all the time, and then you could get Brock versus Braun at WrestleMania.
Oh, that
would be an awesome match to see. Is Braun Breaker versus Brock Lesnar, and it doesn't even have to be for a title, because I get that feeling like Braun Breaker is that next version Brock Lesnar in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
But I don't think we talked about NXT No Mercy. There were a lot of questions going into this, and it ended up probably being one of the best NXT pay-per-views in a very long time. Javon Evans and Josh Briggs.
There was not a bad match on this entire card, and that's saying a lot. There's usually at least one downfall match. Evans and Briggs were amazing. Two different completely styles.
Javon is on his way up, it looks like.
I think they're doing that whole give the NXT guy a little bit of a spotlight and then back to NXT for a little bit, just to kind of draw people to NXT. Same thing with Soul and Zarya both being on SmackDown this week in a tag match. They want to challenge the We're Not Friends team, but they need to prove themselves. So
I'm pretty sure Alexa said that.
When that tag team match happens, I'm gonna need a minute.
You got lotion? Got lotion and tissues?
That is a fatal 4-way. I would not disagree to be the referee for.
Just sit in the corner and shut up.
I'm not.
I'd probably miss a 3 count or 4.
I'm gonna miss a few 3 counts on purpose. What? Sorry, I can't see. Oh, sorry.
I can't see.
I was supposed to be looking
I
at your
did the
shoulders, not
same.
your ass. Damn it! Did you get the 3?
Can we do that? Look, I'll be in the back talking about things. Like, can we do that bit with the midget, like when they roll up over the referee? Can we do that like the entire match?
Or like
What if you please just run into me in the corner multiple times?
or like Looney
please?
Tunes where they're all fighting and they just grab the next person. It's like a cloud of like fight.
Yeah, just stick me in the middle of that. Thank you, God.
Can I like trip and one of you just ass and face into the turnbuckle? Oh God, I'm out. Darn.
Can I get a stank face from all 4?
Yeah, I can just picture you just sitting in the corner like.
Ugh.
Yeah. So, go ahead. What was your next match on the Mercy?
Sol Ruka defeated Jada Parker.
Yeah.
Jada Parker's got to get a freaking win though.
5 matches in it, or 5-minute match, and it was exciting. But hey, Miss Parker.
She's got to get a win though.
Why? Bianca didn't win in NXT, and look what happened to her when she got to the main roster.
I don't know. I don't know.
Alexa was not famous for wins in NXT.
She wasn't famous for wrestling in NXT, and look what happened
She was
to
a
her.
valet.
She was a manager to who?
Blake and Buddy.
Wes and Buddy.
Or whatever.
It was Wesley Blake and Buddy Matthews.
Okay. I don't know. She's putting out banger matches, and I'm rooting for her. Not saying I don't like Sol Ruka. It's just comes up short every single time.
Nobody dislikes Sol Ruka. I don't know one person that doesn't like what she does in the ring. And
you can soul snatch me anytime.
For being in the ring for only 2 years, winning Rookie of the Year last year, she's amazing.
Wonder if her snatch is a snow snatch.
Oh God.
And now we're canceled, guys. Adieu.
Mike's gonna be like, you guys didn't have me for one show and we got canceled already.
It wasn't even me.
I'm gonna touch base on YouTube chat.
I don't think you can say what he just said and then say touch base. I'm pretty sure that's just as bad.
Thoughts on when Jericho will return, and I guess who you got for Seth versus Cody, undisputed, a whole bunch of periods. Yes, I am undisputed. I'll just leave that one there. Jericho.
Seeing his last match.
Jericho could be, I still think would be a banger for his last match. It would be his first pay-per-view match and his last match period. Would be perfectly fine if it was Chris Jericho. Since it won't be Perimeter or whatever the hell his name is. Seth versus Cody, we touched on that. I think we're 2 out of 3 of us are going with Seth. I'm not really sure what TJ's going with.
I mean, with the current build, I think Seth does need the win. It doesn't mean that Cody doesn't still win. Because
it's Seth freaking Rollins. He doesn't need a win.
No, but he does need a win over Cody.
Yeah. Okay. It's what, 0-3 now?
At least 0-3.
So including the torn pectoral.
Yeah.
Jordan Grace defeats Blake Monroe. Weaponized steel cage match.
This match was fun to watch. This match was a lot of fun to watch. Blake Monroe cuts off her hair, cuts off Grace's part of her hair, which is just the weave. Instead of thumbtacks, we get diamonds and pearls in the ring to get slammed on. This was a fun match to watch.
When are we ever going to get Legos?
The girls beat the hell out of each other.
It would probably have to be like an off-brand, AJ. I don't think we're allowed to use Lego.
Oh, well. Basically,
go like Mega Blocks.
This match was a hell of a lot more brutal than I thought it was going to get. which match was better? Blake Monroe, Tony Storm. That whole last match there, where they're both bloodied and everything, or Jordan Grace versus Blake Monroe.
Two different matches.
Okay.
Two different matches. Both were very, very good. I would give it more to Tony and Blake. Tony and
Mariah.
Mariah more than Jordan and Blake, but still very good.
Then you have Ethan Page defeating Tavion Heights with this was my bottom of the barrel match.
Yeah, mine too, but it was still pretty solid between the two of them. Ethan Page is ready for main roster as soon as he drops the or the North American title.
I think he's been ready.
Whenever that happens.
I don't think he needed NXT really.
I also think it would be fun if you keep him in NXT with the North American title, and somehow Chelsea gets the U.S. title back from Julia, and we have fun with the North American Canadian champion and the Canadian United States champion. Would be fun to watch some more of.
They were funny together.
Yeah. Solid match. Tavion's skill level is there. It's just I don't know. I need a little bit more out of him weekly to make it more believable that he had a realistic shot going into that match.
Yet.
I know he won the ladder match the flag match the week prior, but you're not getting a pinfall victory in a flag match. You're just getting the flag out of the corner to win the match. So I need a little bit more out of him.
Vice?
A very good match. JC Jane is so underrated in people's eyes, or at least in my eyes towards other people.
Is this where they kicked out Jasmine Nix?
No, they didn't kick her. She didn't get beat up until Tuesday night on NXT. But
they fill that hole.
Huh?
Did they fill the hole?
Yeah, it was Laney Reed.
Yes, it sounds like there's a person in play to be the third member of Fatal Influence.
Well, wasn't Laney Reed the one that handed them back the mask? It was like, hey, I did you guys a favor.
Yes. Solid match. I like JC Jane as the NXT Women's Champion. She can be that for a long time or for a good while, in my opinion. And she's showing that she wasn't the third wheel of Toxic Attraction, and I like it.
And then the main event of the evening.
Yeah.
Beats Obafemi to win the NXT Championship.
Ricky Saints took an ass whipping in this match.
I think I made it back for this match, and I was with you guys, and he killed.
He got his ass whipped for this match, but at the end, he hits I think 4 DDTs on Obafemi.
The big
with
DDT,
the big tornado one,
yeah.
And we have a new NXT champion. And I think it's all because eventually here in the next couple of weeks, Oba's going to answer Sammy's challenge.
I said that this week, didn't I? On Friday?
I think so, but...
Of course I was off. I'm waiting for Shinsuke to pop back up.
Shinsuke.
Speaking of people that we don't see and really don't care about, Andrade's back on AEW because he can't test negative.
Yeah. I guess he just couldn't live under the shadow of his ex-wife and had to leave. Ugh. He'll be irrelevant within 2 or 3 weeks like he was during his first run.
Oh, yes.
Speaking of wrestlers of that heritage, how about Dirty Dom and his recent run of high-profileness?
AAA? He's a double
Rusev this week, with the Judgment Day leaving him to fend for himself, basically.
Yeah, I feel like the minute he gets kicked out of the Judgment Day, he just like Rhea and Damian, he's going to be the biggest face in the company.
That story needs to have a conclusion very quickly because it's getting very boring.
Does it wait for Liv?
I don't think we can wait that long. And this isn't Tony Khan booking. I do not like the idea that they nixed a plan with Cena because of certain things going on. Because as much as I don't like John Cena, I guess you got to give him the nod to give him the chance to win the Grand Slam title. And that all got nixed evidently because AJ was supposed to beat Dom. And then AJ was supposed to lose the Intercontinental title at Crown Jewel to Cena.
So why didn't that happen then?
Not really sure. The one room, of course, they're gonna turn it and speculate that everything was Brock Lesnar's fault. I don't get why they can't just have. If that was the plan, and then Brock show it coming back, nixed all that. I can't be the only one that thinks, okay, we have a Raw before Crown Jewel, so put AJ and Dom in the ring on Raw, and AJ beats him for the IC title. If the plan was never for AJ to have a long title reign, he can have a weak title reign till they get to Perth. Then he drops it to Cena.
Yeah, but I don't even want Cena to have that, and
But then
I
you
like
make it.
Cena.
But hear me out. You make it even better. AJ would beat Dom this Monday night, win the IC title, go to Perth, beat John Cena beats AJ Styles to win the Intercontinental title,
Grand Slam champion.
to get the Grand Slam nod like he probably deserves.
I kind of like where this is going.
Monday night, Dom challenges Cena for the IC title shot, and whoever's next on Cena's list costs him, and Dom gets the IC title back, and we're all back square even.
I liked where you were going, and then you lost me because there was somebody else that I thought would have been fun.
Sheamus has plenty of time to win the IC title.
Oh, that's where you were going.
But
it's funny though that you knew where I was.
It would be funny because one, it would be a fuck you to the IWC because Cena would get his IC title to become a Grand Slam champion, and then purposely turn around and have him lose it to Dom in their one and only match they'll ever have, so that Dom builds heat by keep saying that he beat John Cena. Would be awesome.
Or let that be the final match of John Cena's career.
I don't think you can do that much because he'd have to
still have John Cena lose, and Dom goes off of saying, "I retired John Cena."
Yeah, no, I don't. That doesn't work for me. Beforehand works for me.
You don't think he can get a shit ton of heat saying, "I just retired Super Cena"? I don't think
he needs that.
Especially if the plan is to turn him face, because he's gonna start using it, and then they're gonna turn him face, and then he's not gonna say I retired John Cena as a face. So that kind of doesn't work.
So this upcoming Tuesday, we have NXT versus TNA Showdown.
Had to change the name of the show because people were offended.
Yeah, the men's Survivor Series tag team matches. Team NXT, Ricky Saints, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, Miles Bourne versus Team TNA, Mike Santana, Frankie Kazarian, Moose, and Leon Slater. TNA. I think Javon's the last person left on the NXT.
You're missing the one part of that hasn't been announced yet that'll be fun. Did I tell you I about messed up one of Jordan Grace's Instagram posts the other day?
That you said she should be the special guest referee?
She was trying to figure out a way why she wasn't involved in the match. And I said, I got an idea. Why don't you be the female match guest referee? And a certain somebody should be the guest host for the men's match.
The guest host?
The guest referee for the men's match.
Okay, well, the women's match you were correct.
I mean, it hasn't been announced yet, so
I mean, I see it right here where it says Jordan Grace will be special guest referee.
I have seen that too. But I mean, we don't know if the other one will happen either.
Well, you want to tell us?
Yeah, sure.
Say his name and he appears.
Does,
I believe in Joe Hendry.
does winner get custody of Joe Hendry?
No, make Joe Henry. Yeah, make Joe Henry the special guest referee of the men's match.
And winner gets custody?
I mean, I could see him beating the shit out of Trick Williams. The
Yeah,
men's match
I
is
thought he
more
was
of a
leaving TNA.
Nobody kind of knows where his contract sets at right now.
Okay.
Nobody knows if it's a TNA contract or an NXT contract.
I can tell you it's not an AEW contract.
I think before too long they're all going to be WWE contracts, so it's not going to matter.
Yeah, what's the timeline you think on that?
Between Mania and SummerSlam next year.
Okay, you heard it here first. If it doesn't happen, blame Ryan.
Once the AAA money clears the books.
I think Santana wins the match for TNA men's by pinning Trick last. I think Trick will cost his team eliminations. I think Trick will cost Ricky Saints to get eliminated.
See, I think Trick gets eliminated because he pisses off one of his teammates.
Let's not forget Bound for Glory, I think, is next week. And Bound for Glory is Trick Williams versus Mike Santana for the TNA World title. So I would not be shocked if that's not the pinfall for the men to win.
Or they get double counted out?
I think the women win. NXT women win the women's one. TNA men win the men's one.
I could also see Trick and Mike just getting into a fight and then getting counted out, and just continuing to fight the whole night.
Could, but I think you're gonna get Mike. I think you're gonna get TNA getting the win.
Well, they could still get the win with that still happening,
especially with my boy on the men's team.
That's what I was thinking. I think Moose is gonna pin Javon Evans.
Yeah, very likely. I'm kind of excited to see they going with the youth on the NXT with Miles and Javon. That should be pretty interesting. And then what's the women's match?
The women's same Survivor Series tag team match. Jordan Grace is special guest referee. Team NXT: JC Jane, Jada Parker, Sol Ruka, and Lola Vice versus Team TNA: Kalani Jordan, Jessie McKay, Cassie Lee, and Morris Shade.
Yeah, so basically it's
now say all that again like you're Santino.
It's Kalani Jordan, the new TNA Knockouts champion. The Inspiration, who are the Iconics, and then the last one is she was Jakara Jackson, Lash Legends tag partner that got released. So there's really I think the problem people don't realize is there's certain members on that TNA roster that they're not using on NXT TV. So we're not gonna get Tessa and Alicia Fox in this situation. Slimovich has evidently got some outside issues and she's not wrestling currently at the moment. So really and then the whole Dana Brooke situation, which sucks that she had to forfeit the title and retire.
Do we know why she had to retire?
None of that's come out yet, and I don't think it will. I think it's a very private matter.
Well, her OnlyFans just dropped.
Medical?
I'm assuming medical, and I don't think it's something that was like an in-ring issue. I think this is something that was outside the ring that possibly was like found, so to speak. I don't think it was something that she did in the ring to cause her to retire. It sucks for her because honestly, this was the best version of her we ever had. And she got a hell of a lot better in the ring wrestling in TNA than she was in NXT and WWE, even though she's like a 67-time NXT I mean, 67-time 24/7 champ. So I'm not really sure about that. I think the TNA or the NXT women win, but I think they I think they play games with JC Jane and get her eliminated, and then the other three win. You know what I mean? Like, I think she's gonna do the whole bully. I'm a heel, bully the three, and it's gonna backfire, and somebody's gonna pin her. But it's gonna be fun to watch. Plus, we also get winner take all, the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Dark Stable or whatever the hell they're called, versus
Dark
the
State.
versus the TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys.
Matt Hardboy.
Everybody's banned from ringside, and I feel like another TNA championship is going to NXT talent.
I know. I have the other thought. I think the Hardys get the NXT tag titles to give them all of the tag titles to build to their match at Slammiversary, or Bound for Glory, I mean, where they face off against the Dudley Boys one last time in a tables match. And I would not be shocked if they don't make that for both sets of tag titles. That way, there's a chance that gives you that opportunity that both the Hardys and the Dudleys do something that Edge and Christian will never do and win the NXT tag titles.
Yeah, because apparently they're having too much fun over there.
The build for Hardys and Dudleys at Bound for Glory is the reason I'm watching Bound for Glory.
No, don't say that, because TNA has been really good.
It is, but I want to see those two teams in a tables match one last time.
Somebody's gonna end up in a wheelchair. Jeff's gonna get on the 25-foot ladder, do a jump,
and I was like, about it, the first ever tag team tables match was the Hardys and the Dudleys, Royal Rumble 2000 in the Garden.
I hate that you can do that.
And it was amazing. Let's repeat it. It shall be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, but they're all 25 years later, 30 years later.
I don't think it matters. As much hype as these four are putting into this being the final time that they're going to be in a match together, they're going balls to the wall. And what's Jacob Fatu's line? All gas,
no brakes.
All four of them are going to be
what the Blue Jays had for the Yankees today.
Well, the next one's in New York. Settle down.
I'm looking
We have to win 3 straight.
I am looking forward to Bound for Glory.
Boston had to win 4 straight. See how that worked out. 2004.
Oh.
That's the one time I'll give your team props, Ryan.
You guys haven't won a championship since what?
09.
Hideki Matsui.
To the second baseman, Cano. The Yankees are back
on
top of
baseball. Enough with the Yankee bullshit. Nobody cares.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Hideki Matsui.
Ethan Page versus Mustafa
Hideki Matsui.
Ali for the North American Championship. I love how they took this and culminated it to when he got released.
I do love the story to it. I don't care about Mustafa Ali. I could care less.
Anybody else hopes he walks by Brock and Brock's just like, I told you to still get a life, kid.
Could you imagine if he just walks through the back and then walks up and somebody's playing a boombox? Just and he gets mad and crushes it and it's like, oh, that's right, boombox Brock. Ethan Page isn't losing the title. They're building him and Dr. Wagner, the son of Dr. Wagner, up so much on the AAA side. I do see Page winning the Latin American Championship so that he has the North American Championship and the Latin American Championship. I do see that happening.
I know the IWC has issues with this. Do you feel like WWE is using a lot of these other promotions just to say, we want your titles. You can't have ours, but we want your titles.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I think
You don't think it's
I
not
think-
doing wonders for
I
those
think-
programs?
I think the WWE talent in general winning other promotions championships is one to make it clear that WWE is heads and shoulders above the rest, at least being the first ones to do it. But I see there's going to be a lot of opportunities for other people, those same people, to come into WWE and win WWE titles.
We just haven't seen that yet.
We just haven't seen that yet.
Because it's
I
been
feel
a
like
lot
we're
of the
going
other
to.
way.
I feel like we're going to. At some point, we're going to. But I think it'll be more with WWE ownership of TNA that we will see that.
Ready to start talking about Crown Jewel?
I think the only matches we know about are the Crown Jewel matches, are we not?
Cody
That's only
Rhodes
two?
versus Seth Rollins, Stephanie Valkyrie, and Tiffany Stratton, AJ Styles, and John Cena, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors.
I feel like somewhere here we're gonna get a Becky and a Maxine rematch.
No, we're getting it Monday night on Raw.
So I mean, but who knows where that goes?
Ryan, you good?
I think we'll get Becky and AJ Lee
Did I sound like Rob?
for the IC
Will it be
title.
for a belt?
Yeah, give her a
Think
shot at
so?
the IC title. If she pins Becky Lynch if she beat Becky Lynch once and does something to get a shot at her and beats her twice, it'll be interesting.
So we talked about Cody and Seth. 2-1 Seth over Cody. Stephanie Valkyrie versus Tiffany Stratton. I'm saying Stephanie. I'm taking the 18 years of child support going with that ass.
I think we have to give Tiffany Stratton her props for the year that she's had, and she wins the Crown Jewel Championship.
Okay. I could.
But drops the belt not long after.
To who?
Whomever shows up next.
Whoever is on that SmackDown roster needs to step up their game if they think they have a chance to knock the title off of Tiffany. Because right now, the women's division on SmackDown is stagnant.
Don't disagree.
They'll do a tournament, and somehow in the finals of the tournament, it'll be Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte Flair.
If I see one more Nia Jax, Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, some kind of formulation match again, I think I might puke. Not because I don't think all three of them are talented. It's just I'm tired of seeing the same shit.
Like John Cena, Randy Orton 15 years
we
ago.
We do finally have Julia and Kiana James involved now that on Friday night on SmackDown we're getting a tag match between those two and Stephanie and Tiffany. But you got to think if Julia is going to get a world title shot, she's got to drop the U.S. title first. So who does she drop the U.S. title to? They're not going to make a double champion again. That's kind of been overplayed.
It's either Nia or Jade at that point.
No. Why can't she drop the U.S. title back to Chelsea?
Oh, yeah. I forget about that.
I'll let Chelsea with the U.S. title is gold. Go back to it.
Or what happens if it pisses off Chelsea by Alba winning the championship?
Or,
speaking of the Secret Harvest, did they any more details on Piper? Do we know? Just know she's off.
And
she is
could
injured, and it could be career ending. That's all we know.
So
keep in
sad.
mind, she has had bouts of Parkinson's before. Or not Parkinson's, Bell's palsy. Sorry.
That's sad.
She has had episodes of Bell's palsy before.
I'm dumb. I don't know what that is.
Bell's palsy is the same thing Jim Ross has, where the face droops, the speech impediment, the eye droops.
No, it's its own thing. The muscles just kind of fail.
It's more of a stress-induced situation.
You can do like a steroid injection and it'll bring it back, or it won't do anything at all, and then you're in trouble.
Sometimes.
AJ Styles and John Cena?
Is the current amount of Americano too much?
No, I love it. I love it.
It's more fun trying to figure out who they are.
Well, we know who one of them is.
Yeah, we know.
I think we know who most of them are.
We know who Tyler Bate is one, but Monday night that was not Butch. That was not Pete Dunne in the mask tagging with him.
And it wasn't.
There's been rumors that it was Andre Chase, but
I don't think
AJ
so.
pointed out that the hair under the mask was blonde. So
Ilya?
no, he wasn't. He was too big to be Ilya.
Too tall.
But he had the body. His body stature was very Daniel Bryan-esque.
Not Ludwig.
No,
We know
Ludwig's
his-
the main one.
Yeah, Ludwig's main one.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just
it's not Chad Gable. So it's kind of fun to find out who they are, because when they first showed up, yeah, they were Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. When they went to the ring Monday night, it was Tyler Bate, but that was not Pete Dunne tagging with him.
I couldn't even.
all blonde.
It almost looked like they had a mohawk. Did it not? Because you could only see the very center of the hair that was blonde.
Unless they just completely went with the mask.
Yeah. So.
And then the fourth match, which I assume we're going to get maybe one more added. Maybe.
Maybe 4 or 5.
It's the Kabuki Warriors versus Io Sky and Riri. Does Io turn on Rhea and join the Kabuki Warriors?
No, I think we're beyond that now.
I don't know.
I think after this week, we're beyond that.
I'm gonna say after both of them were turned into Smurfs. Yeah, that's probably not happening. But it's
Smurfs
fine,
or like they got flipped over in a porta potty.
I could clearly
I've seen that Steve
enjoy,
01 where he's strapped
I
into the
would
porta
clearly
potty.
enjoy a
Speak, boo boo, speak.
Io Sky versus Asuka match. Can you let them go back to their Japan days and let them have at it?
For custody of Kyrie? Because it definitely feels like she's just being like, Kyrie, murder or get missed.
You're not wrong. Even when they're off screen, we hear, Kyrie, come here now.
Kyrie,
Does anybody find it weird that that Asuka has a centipede on her face that runs through her mouth, and all you can think of is the human centipede?
Well, that didn't cross my mind till just now.
Like, I've seen it now for like 2-3 weeks, and all I can think of is she has a centipede painted on her face, and it's running through her mouth.
The human centipede.
The big bipedal.
Well, by the way, I haven't racked up the points yet, but I'm over here looking. I am the only one that was perfect.
I only missed one match.
That's all that matters.
I know, but I was already out ahead.
You missed Cena, yes.
I'm aware.
Cena sucks. Rah.
Hey, name man. Yum.
Ryan, you good?
Henry.
I don't know. The other thing that I thought about Monday when they did the whole backstage segment between the two of them is I'm like, would you just kiss already and get it over with? They were so intimate with each other.
Picture.
Like the way Rhea was touching Io's shoulder, it was like, can I be Io for a minute? I would have went in for the move.
Kyrie comes in with the family photo. It's not a too Come home.
Jesus.
Run home, Jack. Run home, Jack.
E.T. phone home.
E.T. home phone.
Line was busy.
E.T. dead. And then not dead for some reason.
Yeah, they're not dead.
Line was busy.
After Crown Jewel, we have Survivor Series. Any ideas on what do you think matchups look like? Who do you think the War Games is?
Team Cena versus Team Brock?
Team Cena? How long before we get a Randy Orton heel turn on Cody Rhodes?
As soon as possible.
The Oracle prophesized it.
As soon as possible.
The Oracle smells like fish.
Well, yeah, it's because he's the Penguin.
Because he's
The Orca. He built like one.
A yeet.
So yeah.
AKA dumbass.
Right now, we're in a period where we're just ready for Crown Jewel.
We're getting into the good months of wrestling.
It's the final Cena countdown.
Who's getting up with me for Saturday morning?
I have to take Jessica to work, so
I'm getting up, but not for that reason.
What are you getting up for?
Bowling.
At 6 in the morning?
I ain't getting up that early.
Oh, that's
Dog, the show ain't on till 8. The pre-show's on at 6.
I will be up most of the night playing the new NASCAR game.
Crown Jewel pregame starts at 5 a.m. The show starts at 6 a.m., sir.
Well, either way, I ain't getting up that early. And AJ, you do know the NASCAR game comes out Thursday night, right?
Yes, but I'm still saying, going to be playing.
I'm going to hurry up and get my run over with so that I can come home, have breakfast, and watch wrestling.
I'm going to be sleeping.
I'm more pissed that Paxton couldn't wait a week, so I could have had another week of out of work.
Your ass needs to go back to work.
He does tomorrow.
I have to be a productive member of society again.
Remember,
oh, you don't know how spoiled you be. We got a week where I come from.
Remember,
3 months.
The gas is on the right, brake is on the left.
I've driven a car since.
Okay.
Apparently, I got lucky. Apparently, I have a new car.
I got lucky. Grayson was born when I was on workman's comp, so I was off work anyway with a knee injury.
Apparently, I have a Toyota, whatever their SUV is.
RAV?
But it's a hybrid.
Sounds like a RAV4.
So it's no gas, all brakes.
Oh, I don't know. I know when I left, my Nissan Rogue had almost 200,000 miles on it. So.
You want to know how many miles my big truck has?
Probably like 600,000.
You think? How about 959,000?
What happens when it rolls over to 1 million?
It counts it.
Is there like a little one that pops up and then it, or does everything go back to 0 real fast?
The truck explodes and right there on the side of the road, it's buried and put to bed.
I mean, after 1 million miles, trucks should be buried and put to bed these days.
The Undertaker shows up and says, "Rest in the Hall of Fame, Stephanie McMahon."
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the other news from that situation that has popped its pretty little head?
No. What?
Apparently, do you remember back in like the DX days of the 90s? There was a certain X-rated scene from Raw that was kind of edited out for a long time, and you could find the unedited version somewhere where, Triple H may be telling some woman in the crowd to pull her top down. Yeah. She was standing right behind Stephanie at WrestlePalooza when they announced her inducted into the Hall of Fame. I don't know if it's true or not, but people have now connected that looks a lot like the girl that flashed Triple H way back when, and she is literally standing right behind them wearing an Austin 316 shirt.
Eek.
The wicked.
As far as Stephanie's Hall of Fame induction announcement, it is well deserved. She has had to put up with a lot of shit in the last couple of years in
Mostly
WWE.
her father.
She deserves it. For one, she is a former WWE Women's Champion. So
I don't think she was expecting that at all, by the way.
She was not expecting that at all. We've seen the backstage segment with Triple H where he sleeping on the couch.
So they set her to ringside, and she had no idea.
No, I am looking forward to her going into the Hall of Fame. And it's kind of funny that she's going into the Hall of Fame the year after her husband, but in the same venue. So that's pretty cool and pretty special.
Is her speech going to be longer, or was his?
I don't know.
Who inducts her?
Triple H. Triple H.
There's not anybody else you could think of.
The only other person I would think would be Shane, but I would still want Triple H.
Triple H and her are tied at the hip, career-wise and personal level-wise, that she will be inducted by Triple H.
I mean, I guess Taker could.
Yeah,
I'm so happy I didn't sacrifice you in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, but it's gonna be Hunter. It's definitely gonna be Hunter.
Nah, it should be Kurt.
Oh, God. I mean, I feel like with her, you could bring out 3-4 different people to talk just about her.
Ryan's reading. Give him a second.
He blinked. I know he's not like...
Well, no, some people have a 3rd grade reading level, like I do.
Not error 404, file not
this
found.
Guy's going with it in the chat.
Well, he did say Vince should be there. And if he is, I don't know if he's in the crowd. He might be behind the stage.
We'll see what the status of the lawsuit is.
Vince won't go to the Hall of Fame.
If he is, it'll be off camera in a suite. And...
No, I don't think that relationship is as good enough. Is not in a good spot for that.
Apparently, he just had a birthday and had a whole party bus full of the goons, well, the ones that are still alive.
Well, don't forget they all were.
The goons.
They were all
Did
pictured
you happen
with.
To see who came off that bus?
Wasn't that Briscoe?
It was Gerald Briscoe, the Godfather, and Teddy Long. I wouldn't exactly call them goons.
Well, no, I know Briscoe's one of them.
Briscoe
They all just did pose with POTUS and her mother not long ago.
Yeah.
Remember the whole photo of Stone Cold stunned like 85% of the people in this picture?
Well, let's not forget Stephanie was just on Capitol Hill and got a bill signed for the awareness for children's cancer with the Connor Cure thing. That was very big situation before the government closed again. But who else do you think will be in the Hall of Fame for 2026?
I know Ryan would like a certain tag team.
Okay,
they were at the Hall of Fame induction ceremony last year.
Batista in yet?
No. But is he going to go into the Hall of Fame again? Political level, is he going to go into the WWE Hall of Fame knowing that Hunter and all of them back Trump and he does not?
Cena's not at this year.
Could he?
I hope not. I don't
Why
think
not?
I don't think he needs to be one of the right away people.
I mean, I think he deserves to go more right away than Rey Mysterio and Edge were.
Well, when Edge went in, wasn't he retired?
Yeah, he went in almost the very next year after he injured his neck.
I thought they waited a couple years. That's my bad then.
But still, you wouldn't think that Cena deserves to go in immediately after more than Edge or even Rey Mysterio, who's still active? I don't like John Cena, but he is the cornerstone of the 2000s and on.
And how bad were the 2000s?
And I'll give him his props. He was the cornerstone. He was the Hulk Hogan of the 2000s moving forward.
And he is 17.
And Bruno. It's just you can't deny that part.
Yeah, but the company was shit for that decade and a half.
Were they?
I thought so. I thought it was boring as shit.
But you're going back and watching it all.
I am. And I still find it boring. Well, I can't watch all the Raws because,
And
you
their
know,
numbers were not what they are now because their ticket prices aren't as high as they were now. But I mean, the product was still halfway decent. They just stopped caring about the outside world. They cared about inside their bubble.
I mean, we had what, Cena and Randy 6, 7 times a year, or Cena and Edge, or before Kurt left, it was Kurt for half a year. It
Or
was the
Perker
same
Kurt.
people all the time.
You still can't put that on John.
Well, you could put the Nexus on John.
Yes, you can put the Nexus on John, but who hasn't with Stroke changed their matches before? Hunter's done it, Hogan's done it, Cena's done it, Rock's done it, Austin's done it. They've all
Sean.
done it. Austin didn't do it. Austin just took his ball and went home. So
I
there's
kind of wish that Cena didn't do it because I feel like there was a couple. Well, at least Wade.
Rock's done it.
I don't disagree with you. If Nexus wins that, it changes everything for the next couple of months. But everybody's done it, and the amount of sacrifices as self-absorbed as most people look at how John Cena is about always being professional. The dude made efforts the most times on Make-A-Wish. The most stays around, signs autographs, never says no to an autograph. I'm not we know this. I'm not a John Cena fan, but I watched a video the other day of him getting out of a car surrounded by people. Dead ass tired. You could see all he wanted to do was walk up into his hotel room and go to bed. And he stood there and signed like 15 to 20 autographs before he walked into his hotel. Like, didn't say, no, I'm not signing autographs, and went into his. Nope, signed everybody's autograph, took everybody's pictures, talked to the security guys, and then went into his hotel room. The dude still works with it as an actor with the mindset of being a professional wrestler.
I get it, but there's a reason why they called it. He had the golden shovel.
Yeah, but Hunter had the golden shovel at the same time on the other show.
Well, Hunter had the golden shovel all the way back in 2000.
Hunter didn't want to work Tuesday nights.
How did he have the golden shovel back in 2000 when he wasn't even dating Stephanie at that time?
Okay, maybe what was it, 2002 when the reign with the World Heavyweight Championship?
2003, 2004, same time Cena was on the other show with the WWE title,
where he was burying everybody, especially Booker.
Booker didn't. There was nothing about that match that made me think Booker T should have won WrestleMania 19.
Well, that's the thing.
Not one time.
That's the thing. There was no shot.
Well, everybody thinks that the build to WrestleMania 19 meant that he should have won, and it wasn't there either. Booker T got his world title reigns when he became King Booker, and his wife was annoying as hell.
Yeah, I don't know how she's in the Hall of Fame.
Because they wanted to keep Booker T happy.
Oh, well, is that why Stephanie was on NXT so long, and that's why they brought him up to commentate on Raw, so he can keep watching.
I think that's just to further the Corey Graves.
Well, let's not forget Carmella's getting ready to pop with baby number 2. That's why Graves is off TV.
And McAfee's not back?
I don't think McAfee's coming back for any stretch on any show anytime soon.
I'm okay with that.
I think McAfee will pop up at Royal Rumble and WrestleManias and that kind of stuff. Which is fine. Let him do that. I don't like the fact that he left WrestlePalooza halfway through the card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. I mean, I would imagine he was just exhausted because he did do College Game Day that morning in Miami and then flew to Indianapolis. So I could see that being a reason why he didn't do the whole show.
Now, one thing before we close up shop. There's a movie that just came out. That
Dwayne?
you're really excited to go see this weekend.
With the Dwayne.
I was, but I did not go see it this weekend.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to go see it today.
I was supposed to go see it today, but plans changed. I'm gonna go see it. I just don't know when. I may go pop in tomorrow by myself and see it. I'm not sure. I don't understand how reports can come out that a movie is gonna bomb at the box office before it's even released to the box office.
Because people get review copies 2-3 weeks before the movie comes out. This movie did have an embargo up until about 6 hours before the movie released in theaters. So,
Well, how many movies weren't good at the box office
What
that
the hell
become
is an
cult
embargo?
classics?
where people can't talk about it until a certain time period.
But how can they predict that fans aren't going to come out to watch it and it's only going to get 5 to 6 million?
Because they go off of what critics. Because you could say it's good, it's bad. You can't give detail about the movie with an embargo.
So yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting this to be a big box office smash hit anyway. It's a niche group of people talking about an MMA fighter that never made it really huge in the States. I kind of figured it wasn't going to be a big box office hit, but it's an A24 film who've made great movies in the past. I like Mark Kerr. I like the UFC stuff. I like his story. Those
My
those
father
people
wants
are
to
gonna go
see
watch
it.
Those people are gonna go to that movie, and if I don't care if it has Emmy or Oscar buzz for Rock or not, I'm gonna go enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm not an MMA fan. I know the name. I'll watch it when it comes out on Netflix. That's just me. I'm not that. I couldn't tell you the last time I even saw like MMA. That wasn't gameplay for one of their games. As I'm pretty sure Mike just got involved in a wreck.
I watched the clip of the guy getting knocked out in 90 seconds this weekend.
Who's that?
UFC champion?
Oh,
Some guy on the UFC.
was he the guy that had their nose pushed into their head?
I don't think.
Oh, I saw a picture or a video of a dude that got kicked straight in the face, and his nose was behind where would think the skull is.
Some Pereira dude took it to some dude. 90 seconds later, he was the champion.
Yeah, well, we have anything else before we close up shop? And yeah, finish watching Mike's race?
No, not really. It's just been a while since we've all chatted.
You have foam fingers now for it.
We were taking care of that while you were gone. We were taking care of that while you were gone.
I had my goddaughter yeeting.
Yeah.
I don't know if people have saw that video, but I had my goddaughter.
I've had for a while.
Oh, well.
They've been on the show before.
Have they? It's been a while since we've seen you. Different styles. Take care, dude. Thank you for joining with us.
Well, it's easy to say. 4 letters, 1 word.
Yay!
Bye, everybody.
Oh.
What?
Did you cut it? Did you stop us yet?
No.
I made this message to friends, and I'm putting it out there for anybody that watches this podcast. If you live in a state that is at least on the East Coast somewhere that sells the real American beer, and you find cases of the yellow cans, contact me. I need to have the yellow real American beer cans. I need to have them in my possession.
Just the cans, or you need the beer too?
Well, I would like to have the beer too because it does taste really good, but I need to have these cans. It's the one thing in my collection so far that I don't have that I absolutely have to have. So reach out to us somehow in the comments, do something. I will get with you. I will make the drive if I have to make the drive to get the beer.
Oh, we have some in Vermont. Bring the chair.
I am not
You
bringing
still
the
have
chair
the
to
chair?
Vermont. Yes. I know our one friend in Jersey can get it for me, although he's a little droopy at the moment. So until he gets better, I can't get that connection right. I'm gonna check Southern Virginia here at the end of October when we go to Martinsville for the race.
It's so bad.
But if on the East Coast, if you find the Real American Beer, the yellow and red special edition cans, hit us up in this chat. Do whatever. Find us. I will come and get them. I want those cans. That's your public service announcement for tonight.
All right, bye, everybody.
Let's run this back one more time. 4 letters, 1 word.
Yay!
Bye, everybody. We sure this time?